Good afternoon, everyone. I don't want to take up too much time today. We're just going to go through a quick presentation of some nonverbal communications between our Egyptian and U.S. employees today. Okay, so the first one is Egyptian culture. Nonverbal communication is actually extremely important to them. Right hand is to be used for eating, whereas your left hand is to be used for more bodily functions, for like going to the bathroom and things like that. Egyptian men stand very close to each other, and greeting can be done with a handshake and sometimes even with a kiss. Depends on how close they are. Big hand gestures is a sign of excitement and joy and will not always be related to anger. As we know, this is not the case here in the U.S. as well. Sometimes that is more of just an anger rather than being joyful or of excitement. Some American nonverbal communications. Eye contact. You should have eye contact at all times. This is a sign of respect, openness, compassion, and honesty. Physical contact, touching someone outside of your family in the workplace is considered sexual harassment, so we want to try to avoid that for both cultures. That's just something that we really don't want to start up. Also, so if you are from the Egyptian culture, please try to avoid from any kissing of other people while greeting them. A handshake is fine, of course, or a high five. Physical space, you want to make sure that you're about a foot apart for a face-to-face conversation with everyone. It's just a sign of respect. If you're too close up to them, they might consider that disrespectful or personal boundary issues as well. Gestures, nodding or showing any kind of sign that you're still in the conversation, you're still understanding everyone. Make sure that you just give a quick nod if someone is talking to you, just so that they understand, and that if you do have any questions, you're not staring into open space. And of course, smiling is a gesture of kindness. Some do nots in the Egyptian culture. Giving flowers is only for weddings or for someone who is sick. As we know here in the U.S., that's not always the case, which is okay, but please don't get offensive if you do see someone who gets flowers for their birthday or for Valentine's Day. That's just a sign of affection in our culture. Salting your food is a sign of disrespect towards the cook. Again, not always the case here. Wearing short sleeve shorts or skirts is offensive to most Egyptian people. This is more towards the woman gender. You will see a variety of different clothing options here, but we'll get to that in a second. American do nots. Try to avoid certain topics: gun control, death, abortion, religion, and politics. All these, please do not discuss in the work area. This just leads to more arguments, which can lead to fights, and we do want to try and avoid that. Do not make any bad remarks about the United States. We don't want to disrespect your country, so please don't disrespect ours. And never make any racial slurs, please. The Egyptian gender roles. Women are to stay home while their families are taken care of and the house. Women who are considered abandoning their primary role for caring for the family if they are working. That is not the case here. Please respect any woman that you do see walking around. She is not abandoning her family. She is actually providing for them. Here in America, men and women are treated equally here, as I stated earlier. Both genders play all roles, whether it is taking care of the family or working to put food on the table. So please, out of respect. Egyptian clothing. In the coastal cities, you'll see women wearing jeans, sneakers, and the traditional dress. Any women away from coastal cities, if they're showing any lower cut shirts, any tight clothing, anything like that, is considered disrespectful, and they'll actually get a lot of unwanted comments or judgment. Men, basically modern clothing, business suits for the work attire, trousers and polo shirts, and button-down shirts for everyday wear. American clothing. Women in this work area cannot wear any shirts that are exposing their stomach or any cleavage. Please try to avoid that. Jeans, shirts, and dresses and shorts are all allowed as long as they're appropriate work length. So we don't want too short of shorts or dresses. Men, of course, jean shorts or dress pants are allowed as long as they stay above your waist. We don't want any pants falling down. We don't want to see your underwear. And, of course, no provocative t-shirts are allowed. So please try to avoid anything that involves alcohol or anything like that. And then these are just some of the resources if you guys wanted to look further into it. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask me. Otherwise, I hope you guys have enjoyed the presentation, and I'm here afterwards if you have any questions. Thank you.